Hi, everyone. About a minute on my piece in the New York Post today regarding the raging backlash in New York against wind and solar projects. In fact, New York has been one of the epicenters of the backlash in America against wind and solar, and it has been an epicenter really for now going on almost 20 years. Before I get back to that, if you don't know me, my name is Robert Bryce. I'm a reporter. I give you the numbers and the facts, not the spin about energy and power. Okay, so back to New York and my piece in the New York Post. I wrote the piece, one of the editors at the New York Post asked me to write a piece about what is happening, and there was a new report that came out from an alt energy group in New York State that said the state was in danger, in fact, was not going to meet its goal of 100% zero carbon electricity by 2040. And one of the reasons they stated was local opposition to wind and solar projects. And my response to that is, you think? In fact, it's so obvious that New York has been one of the places where the rural communities have been fighting back against wind and solar projects for years. And in fact, goes back to 2007, 2008 time period when the towns of Meredith and Bovina both passed measures banning large-scale wind projects. So I wrote about this in the Post because now I've been keeping, as you know, the Renewable Rejection Database. Nearly 10% of all of the rejections in the Renewable Rejection Database have come from New York. There have been at least 78 rejections or restrictions of wind and solar in New York since I started keeping this database in 2015, and that's roughly 10% of the 793 that are now in the database. So there's no secret why New York is not going to meet this renewable energy target. There simply isn't enough land, and I've been saying this for years and years and years. The idea that we're going to run our economy on wind and solar and batteries is just fiction, and it's been promoted by a lot of entities that stand to profit and make money off of this, including big banks, big business, big NGOs, big law firms. They want to make money, and so they're pushing these alt energy projects. But local communities all across the U.S., in New York, and in fact all around the world are saying, we don't want those projects. Put them somewhere where the wind doesn't blow and the sun doesn't shine. Don't put them here. Okay, I'll stop there. You can find my piece on the New York Post website. You can also find a link to it on my Substack, robertbryce.substack.com. Thanks a lot. See ya.